honor complexity at the same time we keep things understandable. Do join me. We'll have a lot of fun together.
Weekdays at 5:45 on KSJE.
Tune in for Philosophy Talk, the program that questions everything
except your intelligence.
Coming up, trolling, bullying, and flame wars, humility, and online discourse.
Why are people so rude and arrogant online?
Because they're anonymous and not held accountable.
But they're rude and arrogant online even when they're not anonymous.
Let's not start a flame war.
Trolling, bullying, and flame wars. Next time on Philosophy Talk.
Listen to Philosophy Talk every Tuesday at noon on KSJE 90.9 FM, Farmington. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center, here to meet your urgent and emergent medical needs, whether they are COVID-19 related or not. Medical emergencies happen when you least expect them, whether it's a stroke, heart attack, illness, or injury. San Juan Regional Medical Center's caregivers are here to provide care to you and your loved ones. Find out more online at sanjuanregional.com. Eleven minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Monday morning, January the 25th, 2021. Good morning, everybody. I'm Scott Michlin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM over the air here in San Juan County, New Mexico. 103.3 FM if you're listening in the Durango, Colorado area. And of course, we're streaming everywhere from our website, KSJE.com. Welcome also to our viewers who are watching this visual radio program streaming live this morning to the KSJE Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and even our Twitter account. We are glad that you are here as well, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We do have some weather impacts to pass along to you this morning with some of the local school districts. So let's do that as we get going this morning. Bloomfield Schools and Central Consolidated Schools have told us they are on a virtual schedule only today, so no face-to-face learning at Bloomfield and Central Consolidated Schools. Aztec schools are on a 2-hour delay for their face-to-face learning, and Farmington schools have told us they're on a 2-hour delay in food service and meal pickups today. So that is what's going on throughout the region. You can always get the latest list by going to our website, ksje.com/school-closures, and find out if anything else has been updated throughout the day today or tomorrow, because it looks like we may have some snow in the forecast for the next couple of days, which we'll talk about in just a moment here. But coming up on the program in just a moment, we are talking about the Night to Shine, sponsored by the Tim Tebow Foundation. The event is happening again this year in San Juan County, so stay tuned for the details on how to get involved with that. The Night to Shine event coming up in the next few moments right here on KSJE. Then, of course, Mick Hess will take us roving with the arts at 9:06 this morning. Mick is going to be playing some music from Max Richter. He has been kind of updating the Four Seasons. That is the classic Vivaldi composition. And so we'll be hearing more about that coming up today at 9:06 on KSJE. So stay tuned for that. We'll also be talking to Lewis Campbell about 8:50 a.m. this morning with our technology segment, Monday Reboot, coming up on KSJE. Don't forget, of course, we invite you to connect with us on our social media platforms, our KSJE Facebook page, our YouTube channel, our Twitter accounts, and also you can check out KSJE on Instagram as well. Let us talk about the weather forecast. Outside right now, it is partly cloudy. The temperature 26 degrees. Winds are calm, so it's not any colder than that. And we are expecting, though, a partly cloudy day today with off and on snow showers. We could see some more accumulation, maybe an inch more today. 36 will be our high today in Farmington. Overnight tonight, maybe another chance of some snow flurries. Overnight low 24, and then one more day of snow showers on Tuesday with some partly cloudy skies and a high of 31 tomorrow. 10 degrees Tuesday night, getting very cold overnight, before the sunshine comes back on Wednesday with a high of 34. Partly sunny on Thursday and maybe some chance of rain by Friday, and more snow showers in the forecast for Saturday. How about that? So we'll enjoy the snow when we get it. As we've said, we always enjoy the moisture, and we hope to see more in the mountains to our north. They can deal with it. So we're happy to have them get a lot of it. But that is the forecast for today. Let me introduce my guest who is here with me this morning to talk about this event that is coming up, the Night to Shine. And Candace Crestel is here. Good morning, to talk a little bit about this second-year event here in Farmington. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You bet. So as I mentioned, this is the second year that this event has happened here in San Juan County. It's promoted and kind of supported a lot by the Tim Tebow Foundation.
Yes, it is.
And you were involved with this last year, and your event planning again this year. And of course, because it's after 2020 and 2021, things are a little different this year.
Things have changed, yes.
But the event is still going on, which is great.
The event is not canceled, yes. Yes, this is a Tim Tebow sponsored event. This has been one of the first things I think that they launched with the Tim Tebow Foundation was this Night to Shine event, and it basically is a prom night experience for people with special needs and disabilities, age 14 and older.
How great. And so last year was the first year, and it went over very, very well. You were telling me you had a lot of people that attended and signed up.
We did. We had, I want to say we had close to 200 people in our building. 85 of those were actually our prom night guests, but our volunteers were just were fantastic too, because last year for every guest I had a person that hung out with them for most of their buddy for the night. So it was just so fun with people in the building, and the music and the dancing and karaoke, and there was food everywhere too, popcorn machine. It was very memorable.
Terrific. And so this year it's going to be a little different.
Yes.
Because we can't gather together like we would like to, but it's going to be a virtual event.
It is going to be virtual.
And folks can still register and get online, and this is it's free to do that, right?
Yes, it is. This is a free event. This is the same thing. If anybody with special needs, age 14 and older, can register to be a part. This year the Tim Tebow Foundation did have to make the move to the virtual experience. Right. Just because, we want to be safe.
Right. And so like a lot of other things, it's going to be a virtual, but it's still going to be kind of a prom celebration,
right?
Right?
It's going to be a prom night celebration. They still want to crown them king or queen, and so we want to make sure that whoever's registered and whoever wants to be a part, we can still get them their crown or tiara for the night. We want to deliver to them everything that they will need to make their prom night experience fun.
Right. So let me ask you about that, because you were telling me you have this kind of experience packs to get out to people who register, and even if they register the day before or even the day of, you're going to do your best to get them their stuff. But you're going to have what's in the pack? So the tiara?
They're going to get a crown or tiara.
Okay.
They'll get their corsage or boutonniere. We ordered some fun, actual prom king or queen sashes. So it says prom king or it says prom queen. We have favors. Chick-fil-A throwing some stuff in for our guests. We have some yard signs that were created for our honored guests. So it'll say, honored guests, and those can go in the yard for them too. Just a lot of fun stuff. We want to make sure that they have everything they need for the virtual experience.
Nice. So it's going to be virtual, but they can also have some real things to have and to hold as they're experiencing the virtual event.
They can. And, the Tim Tebow Foundation is as much as, you're at home, it can still be fun. They can still get dressed up if they want to.
Of course.
Or not. If you want to go to prom in your pajamas, that's totally fine too. But if you want to get dressed up and get fancy, then they could totally do that too.
Right. You'll have your corsage and your crown or your tiara or whatever you want to.
Exactly.
So there you
Flowers.
go. That's perfect. And so the event is coming up on February the 12th, so we still have about maybe, 3 weeks we were thinking, right?
We do, about 3 weeks out.
6 o'clock Eastern time, so 4 o'clock here.
Our time, yes.
And so when they register, they will get kind of the link and all the information on how to join that event on the 12th.
Yes, I will. When they register, I'll have their information. They'll get because I don't have the link yet, but I will send the link to them. And from what I understand, if they can't, because I know it's 4 p.m. our time here.
Right.
If they can't get in at 4, or that doesn't work for their schedule, they can go back and watch it later too.
Got you.
Because people work.
Sure.
And stuff, so.
Exactly. So it's going to be kind of an on-demand thing after the actual event.
Yes,
so that's what we're talking about. And so we're showing on our screen for our visual radio audiences this morning kind of how to contact you and how to register and get and get connected. And so there it is. The website is theoasisnm.org/night-to-shine. That's how you find it there. And of course, the Oasis Church has been a big supporter of this since last year. That was the location.
Yes.
And so they're the ones that are putting this together.
We are. Last year was our first year, and we loved it. We had so much fun. We were so excited for this year. Things change, but we still are so excited. We still just want it to be a fun experience.
Right. And there's your phone number if folks want to call you and ask you other questions that I'm not asking you this morning. So it's 505-402-4175. Don't call her right now because she's on the radio. She's busy. But after the show, you can certainly give her a call. Or the email address is night2shine@theoasisnm.org.
That's correct.
And so to register, can I just go on the website?
Yep, everything.
And you can do it
you
that
can
way?
do everything on the website right there. Mm-hmm.
And it's open, as you mentioned, to folks 14 plus, right?
Yep.
That's the idea for
It
special
is.
needs.
Special needs, yep.
And so these things are happening throughout the world. You were telling me the Tebow Foundation has been promoting this now for a number of years.
Yes.
And it's kind of really been growing, right?
It has been, yes. So from what I understand, this has been for 6 years. This is the 6th or 7th year. But yes, it is global, all over the world, different locations. They have, and typically they are all on the same night. So they try to make it one night, make this night to shine for everybody. And seeing the video and the footage from the years past that they've sent, it's just incredible to see this happening in places like Africa or in the Middle East and everywhere.
Right. And for these folks with special needs, I mean, to have an event just for them and to have a prom just for them, to be able to maybe, go to prom like they see maybe some of their siblings doing or other folks in the family or in the community doing. I mean, last year, I imagine the smiles were ear to ear.
They were. Last year was fun. I was blown away by just, the joy that was there. I mean, just the dancing. We had a great DJ, and he just knew how to, keep it going, and they were on the dance floor all night long, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Right. An evening just for them.
Yes.
And that's what this is all about.
Yes, and every single guest was crowned a king or queen.
Right.
They got their crown or tiara last year, all at the same time.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. And you were telling me that you were surprised that karaoke was as popular as it was at the event last year. How about that?
Was the hot spot last year. I was like, wow. I wasn't sure how karaoke was going to go. I was like, I don't know if anybody's going to stop in the karaoke room, but
they sure did.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Karaoke
how about that?
was on fire.
Right. So this year with the virtual event, everyone's going to kind of join together, and so the Tim Tebow Foundation is putting on this virtual event, and you were telling me they've got some pretty big people lined up to be a part of this?
Yeah, they haven't given us all the details yet. I think they're giving us, just enough that they're like, okay, keep you interested.
Right. They're teasing. They're little
teasing
nuggets of information, right?
Good. So the Tim Tebow Foundation is organizing the virtual event, and they're getting everything together for that, which is great because I know it's gonna be top notch. And with Tim Tebow, he knows so many people that they've told us there will be celebrity guests, and they're going to have music, and they're just going to try to keep it engaging. It's supposed to be just about under an hour, but it sounds like it'll be a lot of fun too.
Nice. Very, very good. Well, yeah, he does know a lot of people, so I would assume that they're going to be on the show, if you will, right?
Yes.
And on the event. So that would be great. And you were working on this, you mentioned last year, and you're working on it again this year, and there's some other folks who are helping to make all this happen too, right? And of course, we mentioned the Oasis Church, which has been a big supporter since the beginning as well.
Yep. Pastor Randy wanted to bring this to our community, and I know in Durango they've had it for a few years, so we wanted to get something down here for San Juan County. Chick-fil-A was great. Chick-fil-A helped us out last year, and they're going to be working with us a little bit again this year, and we've had a lot of help from PMS too.
Very good. And so, and what has been, PMS has been doing some different things? Yeah,
they've been helping us just kind of spread the word, really.
Nice.
Making sure that people know what it is exactly, and helping us to get our guests registered, or, let people know that this is happening in Farmington, because last year, getting started, it's like, where do we start? And I was able to get in touch with Carrie Olson, and she's great.
She is very good. And I say that as a board member of PMS, so I know what you're talking about, but that's terrific.
Yeah.
And so last year, the first year, you had about How many folks were signed up, did you think?
I had just over 100 people who registered.
Okay.
And the night of, I think we counted that we had 85 that attended. So it was, we were hoping for 75, and I was definitely like pleased. I was like, yes, we did it.
Right. That's great. And so, and I imagine there's probably more people that could have attended that maybe didn't last year, or maybe schedule conflict or what have you.
Exactly.
And so this year it's kind of flexible
It
enough.
is a little bit more flexible this year. So like maybe Friday might not work for you, so then maybe Saturday morning might be a better option. But yeah, this year is a little bit more flexible. So hopefully that will give people a better options for what they can do.
Exactly. So again, it's this virtual streaming event on February 12th, 2021 at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 4 p.m. New Mexico time. But as we were mentioning, if you're not able to join live at 4 p.m. on the 12th, you can. It's going to be online after the fact or kind of on demand, and
Yes.
you can watch it
Yes.
afterwards. So it'll work for folks as well. But you have to register ahead of time to get all the
So we can get the experience kit to our
Right.
guests. Yes.
exactly, and all the codes or whatever, the links or whatever you need to access all that stuff.
So you can have your party at home.
Very, very good. And so music, dancing, special guests, and more is what it says.
Yep.
So that's what it's all about. And the Tim Tebow Foundation, I mean, they've been in touch with you to send you information and all the things to kind of prepare this and,
Yes,
and
they've
set it
been-
together.
They have been super great at making sure that we have everything we need so that we can, one, communicate well, and so that we know what's happening, because, right away everything changed. And so as soon as they were able to determine what next year would look like, they let us know how things were going to be this year. So yeah, they've been great to work with.
Terrific. And last year after the event, did you hear from some families about how they felt, how their
We did.
how their folks who attended enjoyed it, and
Yes.
what they enjoyed much about it?
Yes, we did. Well, we had several photographers there, and I think the pictures really just kind of spoke for itself. But yeah, we did have we had positive feedback from last year. Everybody had fun.
Right.
Everybody had a great time. Everybody just danced the night away. Ate Chick-fil-A all night. We had some donuts. I know the donut table was like super busy all night long last year.
That would do it. That's right.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And so this event is virtual, and then I imagine next year the hopes are to be able to go back to an in-person event.
Yes, that is the hope. I mean, really, this event, in person is the best way to do it because, I mean, it's a prom. It's supposed to be a prom night experience. Because we can't do that this year, obviously, yes, we want to be safe. It's going to be virtual. But our hope is that next year, when this comes back around, we are in person again. We're dancing, and the disco ball is on the floor, and it's a in-person event.
That would be great.
Yes.
But for this year, and so again, remind us how to register. The best way to do it is through the website?
Through the website, yes. There's right on the homepage, there's a link that says Night to Shine. Click on that, and there's a registration for an honored guest. And if you are interested in volunteering, there is a link to volunteer there.
Okay. And volunteering?
Volunteering will encompass just basically helping to deliver these experience kits to our guests.
I gotcha. And so again, if you've got 85 folks that are registering again this year, that's 85 kits you want to deliver, right?
And
so you're not going to necessarily ship them, you'd rather deliver them in person.
We would like to deliver them in person, yes. And, it's Farmington, Aztec, Bloomfield, Kirtland, it's not just the Farmington. So, people who are familiar with those areas would be helpful.
True. Very true. And because it's virtual, though, I mean, I guess it could be even outside of the four major cities, right? If folks are listening to us in the county somewhere, they could still sign up, couldn't they?
They could, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Open to everyone, really.
It really is, yeah. There's no like age. You can't be like too old to be an attendee.
14 plus.
14 up, yep.
That's what you're looking for. So
exactly.
There you go. But it's the website, theoasisnm.org/night to shine, night-to-shine.
Yes.
Or the email address, night to shine, all one word, at theoasisnm.org is the other way to get in touch with you or to call you on your cell phone, which is 505-402-4175.
Yes.
And again, Chick-fil-A is one of your supporters.
Yes, they are.
They've helped throughout this whole time. And anybody else that you want to call out? PMS you mentioned.
Yeah, PMS. Yeah, and then really just the Oasis Church in general. I have some ladies who help me with a lot of stuff too. Everybody just kind of steps it up and pitches in.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Is there anything else that we need to mention to everybody to let them know about this great event? And if they're not listening,
If they know
should
somebody,
share this with somebody
just
else,
pass it
right?
on. Like, hey, this would be great for so-and-so or whatever. Yes, just pass it on. If you have any questions at all, if you're not sure this might be a good fit for somebody, just, email me, give me a call. I'm more than happy to chat with someone.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good. Well, Candace, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me, Scott.
You're very welcome. Candace Crystal, my guest this morning, talking about the Night to Shine event coming up on February 12th.
Mm-hmm.
My guest here on KSJE. Back with more in just a moment.
Investment in climate tech and adaptation